Hey everyone, today we are going to be addressing this. Now, I'm sure I'm not the only one who has a space that they're a little embarrassed by. This is my shed, keeps like my lawnmower, all my outdoor tools and such. Every time I open this thing up, I'm always looking for something, and it's just full of stuff that needs to be organized. Half my hand tools are just in this corner. The main thing I use is my lawnmower, and the only free space you see over here is actually where my Christmas tree was. And so I just got a bunch of junk in here. The goal for this video is to clean this up, show you what it takes, maybe motivate someone to clean up their shed, and I'm going to try and do it on a budget. So I went to Harbor Freight and bought a bunch of random hooks and organization stuff, and then this little track. Spent about 40 bucks there. This shed already has a bunch of pegboard hooks on it, so yeah, let's get into it and see if we can make this place function better. Now, first off, I'm just going to start by pulling some of this stuff out. Grab the garbage can. There's plenty of stuff that just needs to be thrown away right off the bat. So it is raining outside, so it's always something, right? But hey, this is 2025. We're getting organized, we're getting cleaned up, and we're doing it on a budget. No more excuses. Alright, now I can actually stand in here. What we're going to do first is clean up this. I think I have some pegboard hooks and stuff in the garage that I might go grab. And then the other thing I'm thinking about grabbing is a light, so that way I can see a little better in here. So let me go grab that real quick. Okay. Garbage. These are all old from like a carport I had. Let's go over some of the stuff that we bought at Harbor Freight. Picked up this 65-inch multi-purpose organizer. Has the little hooks so you can just like set your broom and shovel in, whatever. Storage hook set. Saw this bigger U bracket. I was thinking maybe I have a set of ATV four-wheeler ramps. Maybe I'll use it for that. And then 4 of these, V-shaped hooks. Thinking maybe mounting them up on the trusses or on the wall. We'll see what we can come up with, and yeah, just trying to think of ways to simplify this project. What I may do is rearrange some of that stuff. I got a lawnmower that I don't use down here anymore. It's got some engine problems. Pretty cool. Didn't know I had this. This shelving unit is 3 feet wide. From the corner to the edge of the door, it might stick past maybe an inch or two, but I think it'll be fine right there. This just seems like the best spot for maybe to put some of these guys here and different hardware and hang stuff on the back wall. I'm telling you people, start cleaning up, you find things. Save yourself some money. By moving the shelf to the front, I'm able to take everything off my workbench and store it over here. I think it'll make for easier access to lawn and garden stuff that I use most of the time, and it'll also give me my workbench back, so that'll be handy. Plus, it sets us up for the hardware we want to install in the back corner. Now we'll switch back over here and let's see what it takes to install this organizer. This track organizer came with 4 of these pieces. Looks like they just overlap. Got some end brackets, some different, looks like this comes with some hooks, and then you get all these hooks too. These are the ones that will lift up, and then you can put like your hand tools and stuff in. This is more like, almost like pegboard stuff. We can take 3 of these guys. Looks like it'll fit really good right here. We'll put one over here. Pretty impressive how many different kind of hooks and stuff this came with. I think this thing was only 10 bucks. Maybe we will have to space some of these out. Let's just start with every other one. All right, let's get the next one up. Not bad for 10 bucks. They used to be piled in that corner, and you know, you go grab a shovel and you're trying to pull out 5 other tools with it. So this is nice. Happy with that. So now let's move on to using up some of the pegboard that was already here. I don't have a lot of hand tools, but let's just go through them and start putting some stuff up. I already had the Pegboard Hardware from my garage, but you could buy this stuff at the store as well. I'm not a huge fan of pegboard hooks just because I find when I remove the tools from their holder, half the time they want to come out of the pegboard, but the board was already installed from the shed and I had the hooks on hand, so I decided to use them since I don't use these hand tools all the time. Oh yeah, the other thing I bought was just an 18-inch magnetic holder. I'm going to clean this bench off, and we're going to open up some of our storage hook set, and then we also got the hanging brackets. I think that'll work just fine. I had some issues with my camera footage, but I just started installing the hooks on the ceiling joist. I was installing things like rolls of fencing and some camping chairs. Now, I am a little bit limited on probably how much weight these can hold since I'm only using 2 screws, but down the center I got some ramps that I wanted to put up. I'm wondering if some of those red hooks would actually be better. Let me go grab the ramps. I have some 2x4s, maybe about this wide, and I'm thinking if I put both side by side, and then that way I just kind of set them in. There we go. Now, one thing that I do have that I'm not going to organize today is I got this box. The box contains all my electrical wire. Alright guys, well, I think we're all done. Just started kind of working from one spot and rotated around, cleaned as we went. It would have been nice to take everything out and then have a clean slate, but I don't think that's always a feasible option. At the beginning of this video, I couldn't even walk into this place. Hopefully this inspires someone to clean up your shed, and just you'd be so much happier with how the space is. You'd be surprised at how cheap some of this organizational hardware is, especially if you go to a place like Harbor Freight. I think Walmart has a lot of this stuff. I think the most important thing I did was just went through everything that wasn't needed out here. Most of it was garbage. That alone made my cleanup a lot easier. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too boring watching me clean up my shed, but thanks for watching the video, and see you guys in the next one.